All right, welcome to another day of chairs in the woods. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna make a bunch of chairs that I have no idea how I'm gonna actually do it. But I only have about an hour and a half before Jamie gets home, and I haven't told her that I'm doing this. And I also don't think that she's noticed that I hit the piece of metal with the Mini X. But that's okay, we'll show her everything at once. But Jeffrey decided that he couldn't be here this week. So before we get started, perfect. I think he's ready, folks. Now, while the replacement Jeffrey decides to chill in the sun a little bit, and I'll do the reveal a little bit later, I'll get all the wood ready and I'll kind of show you guys what I'm doing. Oh, and just for an update, this is what I did with the Mini X and didn't press time lapse, so I can't blame it on Jeffrey, so it's his fault. Anyways, what I did was I peeled everything off the rock and I put it all up there. And our plan is, what we're gonna do is we're gonna rake this all down so it's a nice gentle slope, and we're gonna plant all the berries that we can fit in here. We really want berries, and we're gonna do it on the other side of the house, but we realized that we couldn't do that until we have like the pool and all the deck and everything in there. So what we're gonna do is just do the berry bush here, and then the big guy gets to eat berries all summer. I'm pretty excited. But now back to work. All right, since this is gonna be more of a instructional kind of make it up as we go, I saw the chair one time like 6 months ago and a rush job. As you guys can see, we're gonna use a really precise saw, driver, the bit that is really worn out, some hydraulic filled gloves, it adds a good scent, pencil, marker for when I lose the pencil, a giant battery, which I'll probably run out of because I don't have any batteries charged, and the measuring tape that everybody hates me for. So I was gonna stop using it, but it's kind of funny how much people get angry about it, so we're just gonna keep using it. And that's it. So I'm gonna take a couple minutes and figure out what I'm doing. Also, this is dirty. There we go. All right. So it took a couple tries. Try one is, can you see that? See how crappy that is? Yeah. And then try two, that's what we're gonna go with. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2x6. That's gonna go all the way up to be the back and the front legs. 2x6 on the back is gonna go up, and that's gonna help the armrest. And I don't know any of these angles. Oh, and we're also doing the board and batten that I have milled is going to be up there, and a 2x4 holding that, and 2x4 for the armrest, and then 2x8 for your butt plate. I have no idea on the angles, so what I'm going to do is cut the 2x6 roughly in half and then just work the angle and sit down, and that's pretty much it. Oh, but I think Jeffrey's ready. All right, you guys ready? He's already behind the camera. We're good to go. Whoa-bammo. Look at him. Nice ginger beard. The nose is a little off, but the rest is pretty similar. Yep. So that's it. So, well, Jeffrey films me. And yes, I spend too much time in the woods. I understand that. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Well, Jeffrey films me. We're going to... we're going to... I don't know what I'm going to do. Actually, I have no idea. Okay, so as you can see, I just cut the two bottom things, trial and error. I don't even know if this is gonna be the proper height. I'm just gonna wing it. And then once we like what we winged, we're gonna multiply it by another 3, add another 3. Don't judge me for that. So what I did is I cut these 21.5 and then I didn't like them. So then I changed them. But essentially this is going to be the bottom, and then the seat of the chair is gonna rest here. And that's pretty much it. Super easy so far. Okay, so I put the 2 legs together, and I didn't like the 45 and the 45. It didn't really make sense because you'd be like, laying back like this, laying back like this. And it's really awful, so, and that's the sound you would definitely make. So what I'm gonna do is switch it up to a 30-degree angle, and I hope I got this right. If not, I'm sure everybody will tell me how I have it wrong, but that's totally fine because that's how you learn. So what you're gonna do here, you're gonna push this against there. This would be a 45, and then you're just gonna swing this, keeping this tight right here. Sorry, keeping that tight right there. You're gonna swing this, or pivot it, sorry, in spot like that. Keep pivoting, keep going, and we're gonna stop right there. Boom. Maybe a little less. So you can see that that says 30. Move it a little closer. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna mess up the cut anyways. But you can see that's 30 right there. So then this should be a 30-degree angle. So I'm gonna hold it down. Wabamo. And that's it. That should be a 30-degree angle. And this is how I check it, which is super unprofessional, and every framer in the world should yell at me for this. But I always compare it to a 45. And if it looks right, then, you know, it's all about confidence. So it's definitely a 30-degree angle. Cool. So this is really dirty. I like the 30-degree angle. It was super easy to do. So now if I do another angle here, then it's going to make a flat top. I'll just do it and you guys will see it on camera. Okay, so I did 30-degree angle, and now I'm going to do this part here. I'm gonna cut this down so it's not so thick. I'll probably go in 2.5, 3 inches, and then just cut straight down here. Okay, so what I had to do was put this on here, and it just moved it over to a 30-degree, which is wabamo right there. 30 degrees. It's good to go up there. Everything's good. Did the line. Now realistically, when I cut this, it should be straight up and down. You can also level check it, which is something I literally just made up, but I just check it by putting a level straight up and down. I'm sure like hundreds of people do that, but I just thought of it, so. Bam. So basically flat there, basically straight up and down here. Now instead of doing all those measurements, I'm just going to copy this over on the next board, make all those cuts, and then I'm going to pray that it's gonna work, because I don't know. All right, I cut that all. Now we're just gonna lay our boards down. So I gotta grab these 2 boards here, which is the one side. If you guys are doing this with milled wood too, just I'd suggest using the same boards. Like, don't do one long and one skinny off the same. Make sure you do one long and one short off the same. Make sure you do both shorts are the same board, because those who mill, unless you're a professional, you can see there's actually a little difference in the thickness. And I don't know if that's gonna affect your tushy comfort or not. So, and that's what we're trying to achieve, is maximum tushy comfort. So I'm just gonna see if these line up. As you can see, pretty close, and pretty close for that one. We're pretty close there, and pretty close there. Now I have to go track down screws because I don't know if they're over at the tree stand or where they are. So I'm gonna do that, then decide on my height, put the two sides together, and then I'm going to just grab a quick 2x6 piece, cut it for a seat, and then just kind of start testing and adjusting. Okay, so that was really hard to do on camera, so I didn't. But, voila. That was supposed to be a voila, but my lips got stuck. Okay, look at that. Boom, pretty good. Not too bad. They're a little off there. They're pretty deadly all the way down there. I just had to use that to hold them together. And then that's where your butt's gonna go. It's time to lose some weight. Now I have to figure out why I have to make the butt thing. I don't really know what to do, but yeah. So do you guys know how to measure your waist? It's like, I don't really know what would be comfy. Like, do I want it to hug me? Like, I'm pretty wide. It says 20 inches. And if I go off a tailgate's 20 inches. So how much does my butt fit? Yeah. Let's go. I'm gonna go 20 inches, and that's probably too wide. But we're gonna do it anyways because we have the wood. Of course I failed. Classic. Okay, we have our 20-inch super muddy board now, which I didn't want it to fall in the mud. I'll assemble it and I'll test it out. Okay, so I didn't assemble it because 20 inches seems a little wide. There, perfect. What do you think, Memphis? Does not care. Okay, I'm gonna cut it down to 18. I also forgot this is supposed to be a 2x8. So we're gonna see if we can squeeze in two 2x6s because we have the wood. We still have the wood. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so this is what the chair looks like right now. Don't mind the crap in the background. We're waiting on our cooler. That's it. So now all I'm gonna do is I made a mark of where I roughly want my armrest to come in. So I'm gonna do an armrest here and then a stabilizing back piece, and then that's it. And that should be another two 2x4s, back piece. I might do two 2x4s just because that's what I have. And then the total thing would have been two 2x6s and two 2x4s. So in today's prices, the chair would have only cost about $340. So it's pretty good. Okay, so I have the arms installed, and these little things, what I'm gonna do is back the screws back out and bring them in on a little bit of an angle, and I'll take care of that. Now I'm just gonna attach this side to this side to this side for more support, and then you guys will see the finished product. All right, so that's it. A little bit of sanding. Jamie's gonna make some cushions. That's why you guys will notice that the seat's a little low compared to the armrest. So Jamie's gonna make some really, really thick cushions, obviously outdoor cushions. And I'm gonna just buff out all the edges and stuff, and then we're gonna paint it. She'll tell me what color we're gonna paint it. I have no idea. So it was two 2x4s, two 2x6s, and probably like 18 screws. So, and you could make it look a lot better. Like, I truly just am not that good at winging stuff. So, but that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, and just one more thing. Now we're gonna do a photo shoot of Jeffrey testing it out.